I say, I won't should on you if you don't should on me. And I'm saying should, okay? I've taught that to my children and they know to watch for that.
With Suzanne Tucker. She is a mom of four, a parent educator, and the founder of Generation Mindful. I know you founded Generation Mindful 2 years ago. Can you tell us about that journey, what Generation Mindful is?
Yes, we're a line of educational tools and toys, and we nurture emotional intelligence. So if you think about baby Einstein, I don't know if you know that brand.
Yes, heard of it.
But it's all about the smart baby, right? The IQ. We're sort of the opposite. We're all about the EQ. And the EQ is how we see the world and the things we do in the world. It's 4 things: self-care, social skills, awareness of others, and self-awareness. So those are the 4 facets that Generation Mindful nurtures. And the thing is, it's not only in our children, but it's in ourselves. So we're founded on the belief that we lead and guide by example. So we created a line of tools that nurture self-awareness, mindfulness, compassion in the adult and the child, and it helps them connect playfully. And the reason I started the line was because parents were taking my positive parenting class and they were loving the philosophies and they were loving the tools, but it felt really theoretical for them and they were still struggling with daily application. One parent specifically asked me, so how do I share this with my husband? How do I get my mother-in-law on board? And I said, I gotcha. Let me turn it into a game. And it's actually the first product we made, Peacemakers, a deck of cards. I said, you can take this deck of cards anywhere. You can share it with your kid's teacher. You can share it with your husband. And that was really how we got started.
So you've been in the parent education industry, we'll call it, for a while now. What have you noticed kind of trending in terms of this EQ movement?
So yes, we're seeing a big trend toward restorative discipline, not only in homes, but in schools. So by that I mean that schools are embracing the idea that children learn by being taught, not by being punished. So entire districts are letting go of punishment. Instead of sending you to the principal's office, they might send you to a calming corner there in the classroom. They understand the brain increasingly, both at school and in the home, and instead of sending the child into a defensive mode, which is fight, flight, or freeze, educators and parents are embracing the science and they're teaching the child. So when they're making a mistake, they are saying what happened and they're kind of guiding the child through what other choices could you have made. And then the child is learning from the mistake they made instead of repeating it. So I would say it's probably one of the neatest trends we're seeing in schools and in homes, restorative discipline, and it's very well researched.
When you are working with parents, what are issues that you feel like you are hearing over and over again?
The number one issue that I hear from parents is that they're feeling not enough. I totally get that. I'm a mom of 4. We put so much pressure on ourselves, and at the same time, we give our power away. By that I mean, we live in this information age where you can Google anything, and somebody's going to tell you, and you're going to think they're doing it better, and you're going to think that they know what they're talking about. So it's kind of funny coming from me. I'm a parent educator, but I preface every class I run with this idea that you are not supposed to read any book or come to any class for answers, okay? You're coming to be inspired. And I tell my parents to listen for what is there for you. You'll know, because if I say something and you're like, that's for me, you'll get this feeling inside and you'll kind of light up. And so I really believe in intuition and coaching parents to tune in, trust their intuition, don't give your power away, read all the books, talk to all the people, but be selective about what you choose and only choose the stuff that lights you up, that you think, that's for me, that's for my kid, that's going to make a difference in my home. And here's the other thing, never ever be motivated by guilt. Guilt is the biggest power suck. So for all the parents out there, the biggest challenge is feeling not enough, and the solution is letting go of perfect. Letting go of perfect and realizing we don't need to be perfect. We can be angry, we can yell, and we can be great parents. If we notice, what we say to our child is, hey, I'm angry, I was just yelling. And by doing that, we're modeling something more important than being perfect. We're modeling being not perfect and self-awareness and forgiveness. And I don't know about you, but my kids are not perfect. So they need a role model, and I am the perfect role model for that. I am not perfect too. That's what I see happening in the parent world. Too much pressure to be perfect and giving our power away.
Definitely can relate, for sure.
So we are Generation Mindful. If you Google it, we're all over page 1, or you can find us on the web at genmindful.com. And we're real active on Facebook and Instagram. So we are community. And for me, it's about not only tools and education, but it's about support. So it really is important to me that we lean on each other and that we know we can be not perfect together and that we are enough together.